Welcome back to the channel. My name is Subside and today I'm going to be showing you how to build this automatic moss farm. And this farm is very simple to use. All you need to do is turn it on and off very quickly. That'll start it going. So what happens is it gets bone mealed. The water comes from the dispensers, clearing everything, turns off, and that repeats itself over and over again. And we've only just turned this one on about 30 seconds ago, and we've already got quite a lot of supplies from it. I'll show you with this one. After about an hour, I think we filled this fairly easily. Remember, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date on all the latest redstone farms for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And on screen now is a list of items you're going to need for this build, so feel free to pause the video now, get them ready, write them down, and let's get into it. So we're going to start at the front of the build. We're going to start by placing down a line of 5 blocks, like so. Now these can be any solid blocks, doesn't have to be white concrete. 2 stacks is a bit overkill as well, but I thought I'd just put it down just to be sure. So once you've got the 5 blocks down, what we're going to do is put a temporary block here, grab our moss blocks, and we're going to come out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 in this direction, like so, and then fill in the gap here. So you got a 5 by 5 area. We're going to come around the inside again. And we're going to leave this block empty for now. Back to the front of the build, we're going to get rid of this temporary blocks. And we're going to build up the sides 1, 2, 3, 4. And at this end, we're going to grab our chest. We're going to place this here and here. Come around the other side. We're going to crouch and place our hopper into the back of this chest, like so. You know you've done it right. You can see the sort of funnel at the bottom going into the back of that chest there. Next, you're going to do this again at the front. So 1, 2, 3. We're also going to bring this all the way down next to our hopper here. Then we're going to come up 1, 2 blocks and 3. And then we're going to build across the top like so. Grab your glass blocks. We're going to fill in the front. These can be any glass blocks. I'm using stained now because if I don't, they turn invisible in my inventory for some reason. I haven't quite figured out how to fix that yet. But once you fill that in, we're going to come to our block that we missed earlier. Place the dispenser facing up so the hole is facing you. And we're going to place down our final moss block like so. Grab a trapdoor. We're going to crouch and place this on top of your chest here. And we're going to flip that up. Then we're going to grab our solid blocks and we're going to build around it like so. So when it flips down, you've got this little gap. And now we're going to come around all the way around the moss blocks like so. So you completely covered every side of it. Back on top, we're going to come up and do this again 2 blocks high all the way around. So all the way around 2 blocks high, except for when you get to the back, come around the other side, jump up 2 blocks high, and do it down this side too. Like so. On the back here, you want to be on the moss, and then you want to place down your dispensers in a row. So all the holes are facing inwards. Jump on top of your dispensers. We're going to get some more solid blocks and place a line across like so. So you want to leave the top of the dispensers free. 1 block in, you want to put a line of solid blocks. Now from the top, we're going to bring this front part all the way back until it's actually hanging over the dispensers. We're going to do this all the way down, just like so. So you've got these gaps on the side. That's just mainly to save on blocks, and then you've got this sort of like blank section at the back. Now I want you to come to the back of the build. We're going to get rid of this middle block here. That was just temporary, so you can see down into that dispenser. Now we're going to get ready to do the redstone. So you want to come to the front of the build and look towards the back. We're going to grab our lever, and then from the left hand side we're going to come across 1, 2. We're going to place a lever here. That's going to be where we turn it on. You're going to place 2 bits of redstone dust like so. And then we're going to grab our repeaters. You're going to go 1, 2, leave a gap. 1, 2, 3, leave a gap. 1, 2, leave a gap. 1, leave a gap. And then the last one. Grab your redstone dust, and in every gap we're going to place a piece of redstone dust like so. And then what I want you to do is come around to every repeater and put them on 4 ticks. So click them 3 times, so it's all the way to the back on every single one of them. All the way around. Make sure you don't miss one because this needs to be correct. Otherwise your timing will be off. Now we're going to do the piston part at the back. So we're going to grab our solid blocks, build up on the side temporary blocks, 1, 2, drop down. You're going to place another block here. You're going to place your sticky piston there, drop down and place your redstone block there. Okay, so now you're down on the floor like me. So the best way to get back up is to build the part we actually need. So what you're going to do is come to the left hand side of the build, closest to the lever. You're going to look at that repeater there. You're going to come across this blank space here. You're going to come down 1, 2, 3. So if I fly up, you can see that's 1 down from this ledge, but 2 down from this redstone. So 1, 2, like so. Once you place that block, you're going to come down and left there, and then down and right to there. Now, if you want to get back up, we're just going to place a temporary block here just to get back up. But that's not for the build. So now you've got your piston in place. We're going to get rid of our temporary blocks. We're going to place redstone coming from the left all the way down to this redstone dust. From the right, all the way down to this redstone dust. If I pause it here, you should have something looking a little bit like this. If not, don't worry, run it back and try it again, but it should all be working and looking like this now. So now we've got that part, we're going to connect the final redstone part, which is our dispenser underneath the moss. So let's make a redstone line coming down to this glass we made earlier. So redstone dust there, redstone dust there, and we're going to come down to this one, come back onto this one, and then back this way onto that one. So sort of ladders down the glass like so. From here, you want to bring the redstone in line with your dispenser underneath. Dig a hole. This is just for us to step into. We're going to place another redstone dust there. Our final repeater here on 2 ticks. So this one we're only going to hit twice. 1, 2. And then the last piece of redstone going into your dispenser. Grab all your water buckets. We're going to be placing these into our dispensers at the back. So 1 in each. Like so. And before I forget, make sure you come around to the back of the build. We're going to place 2 redstone dust on this, these 2 dispensers, and 2 redstone dust on these 2 dispensers as well. And our final water bucket, we're just going to pop into the front here against that block. That's going to run the water down into our chest. You can replace that then. Now all you need to do is come to the hole we made earlier. We're going to grab a bone meal. We're going to put it in the bottom dispenser like so. Now let's test it again, and hopefully this time it should be working. So flick that on and off quite quickly, and that's working perfectly well. Now turning this off, what you can do is flick the lever down. That'll completely turn it off, but it'll keep your water running. So what you're going to do to turn it back on is make sure that lever's flicked up. Come to the top of the build. You're going to break a piece of redstone until the light comes all the way around. Place the redstone back down, and now it won't work because you've got water running. So what we're going to do is grab our last lever. We're going to place it on this piston at the back. And if it's a case of the machine is off and the water's flowing, just come around the back, flick the lever once and flick it again so the redstone block goes back up. And that'll get rid of your water. And then to start it again, we just flick it down and flick it back up. So I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, join us in the Discord. I'm always willing to answer, and that's the best way to get to me. Like I said before, if you want to help us get to 12,000 subscribers, consider hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Now, if you want unlimited bone meal to go with this machine, check out this video on the screen now, which has done very well, and I appreciate all the support on that video. It's a zero-tech kelp farm, which can be converted into a bone meal farm, which will give something insane, like 14 stacks of bone meal per hour or something like that. That's it from me. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.